Hi, Beth Amine here again with Joyous Everyday Living, and we're going to talk for a few minutes about chapter number 3 in the system, the really simple system for creating a joyous life of perpetual rejuvenation and maximum aliveness every minute of your life. So, chapter number 1 was about movement, the quality of movement. Chapter number 2 was about how you nourish yourself and your body and the qualities in your life that enhance you and keep you feeling fed on all levels. And chapter number 3 is called release. It's a very, very important concept because without letting go, you cannot constantly draw everything new in, and life is a perpetual dance of bringing in and letting go. So I'm going to read you a little bit on this chapter, just the first little bit, but we do have a quote that says, "Letting go and enjoying life now gives the universe to room to work on your behalf." And so that is yes. Okay, release. Here I'm going to read you just a little bit. The act of release, or letting go, is one of the most important and profound of spiritual practices. Without clearing, there's no access to forward momentum. It's necessary for keeping life fluid and vital. Yet, our old pathways of thinking and being are often challenging to release. We all know that. It can be so hard to let go of the way things are in order to bring in the new. From letting go of old clothes and possessions to forgiving those who may have hurt us, decluttering is one of the most simple and powerful of observances. Have you noticed how many times a day negative beliefs come into mind from the way you have thought before or from past experiences? Beliefs are thoughts we have had over and over again that can color the joy of our presence in the now moment. Letting go is said to be the most important of spiritual practices, and without it, there is no full existence in the present moment. So, we continue to talk about that. Release, how you do it, the challenges of it. And in the stories section, every chapter is divided up into my thoughts, stories, science, and practices of how you can develop your own approach to each subject. So in the stories, we have wonderful stories about forgiveness and how that's transformed people's lives, how healings have happened in the body through release. And we do have a section on feng shui, or decluttering your environment. And I personally know so much about the power of that. It's amazing what happens when you get the stuff under control. The science chapter has a wonderful amount of information on what happens in the body and the brain when you let things go, and how it creates freshness and how you have room for new neural pathways and actually inviting in new thoughts and new beliefs and new ways of being. And then we close with practices, and I give you some great ideas on how to let go of stuff. And we all know that we all have some challenges with that, but I also include a wonderful forgiveness practice, because sometimes that's one of the hardest things. Letting go of stuff is one thing, but letting go of people, letting go of hurts, letting go of grief can also be really a deeper challenge. So we have practices for that will help you let go so that we can continue creating our new joyous life. So that's it on chapter 3, and I look forward to having you get the book. You can find it, by the way, at www.joyouseveryliving.com, and you can always reach me anytime at joyousmovement@gmail.com. So until I see you again for the next chapter, it's Beth Amine with Joyous Everyday Living. Bye.